would be more gratifying to me than those coming from my fellow soldiers, with whom I have shared the dream of nourishing our democracy, attaining lasting peace, and pole vaulting our nation into the 21st century.
The Philippines is not known for having a strong, but rather for its weak military relative to its territory. But that's changing, and changing fast. The budget of the Department of National Defense has been consistently increasing since China started to build islands in the middle of the South China Sea. The Philippines is currently the 5th largest defense spender in the region, just behind of Vietnam's $5.6 billion, with Singapore leading the region in terms of defense spending. Southeast Asia has been increasing its defense spending as a whole for the past decade and is one of the fastest growing defense spenders in the world. The reason is quite unsurprising. This is mostly due to the growth of the Chinese military and aggressive expansion around Taiwan and the South China Sea. China itself has been increasing its defense spending very aggressively. China's defense spending is currently at $293 billion and is behind the $801 billion that the United States spend annually on its defense. The defense spending is heavily motivated by both the people and the government because of China's century of humiliation, a term used in China on how they were defeated and dominated by foreign powers, and to challenge both the military and global dominance of the United States of America. The Armed Forces of the Philippines Modernization Act or Republic Act No. 7898 was a Philippine law enacted on February 23, 1995 by late President Fidel V. Ramos, which was supposed to be a 15-year plan to modernize all the branches of the AFP. However, the initial budget of 50 billion pesos did not materialize due to the 1997 Asian financial crisis. It was later amended under the term of President Benigno Aquino III on December 11, 2012 by Republic Act 10349 or the revised AFP Modernization Act. This extends the program to another 15 years. The amended law is divided into 3 horizons. Horizon 1 under President Aquino from 2013 to 2017 with an initial budget of 75 billion for the first 5 years. Horizon 2 under President Duterte from 2018 to 2022 with a budget of about 300 billion pesos. And Horizon 3 under the current administration under President Bongbong Marcos or Marcos Jr. from 2023 to 2028. The total projected cost of the revised AFP Modernization Act is around the ballpark of $40 billion. Now, what you're about to see are the assets procured both in Horizon 1 and 2 and assets to be procured in Horizon 3. Note that what I'm showing you is when the contract was signed, not when it was delivered. This is also here just to give a sense of scale and to give credit where it's due. This is the asset procured during the Aquino administration. Notable assets is the Tarlac class of ships, the Jose Rizal class, and the FA-50 PH light fighter jets. And this is the assets procured during the Duterte administration. What I'm showing you here is not even everything that was acquired during the Duterte administration. This is roughly only about 80% of the total major assets acquired during his administration. If I were to show everything that was acquired during the administration, it would take me at least 2 more weeks to finish the video. And finally, Horizon 3, under the current President Bongbong Marcos. Everything shown under Marcos hasn't been acquired yet. Everything here is merely a speculation. Unfortunately, due to the turbulent economy and rising government debt that President Marcos will be facing, as discussed in the previous video, you should expect delays for a few years or worse, decades. In the end, the modernization program has only one purpose and one purpose only: to improve the military strength and capabilities of the Philippines, so we can fend off both internal and external threats of the country. I believe it's within the best interest of each administration to improve the military itself. The political differences of our leaders should be irrelevant to the defense needs of the nation, especially that we both have rebels in the south and a very aggressive next-door neighbor in the north. This is Bard, salamat sa panonood at magkita-kita tayo sa susunod na video.
These men belong to the Bangsa Moro Army, a fighting force now 20,000 strong that's proved itself the equal of the Filipino army. They call themselves Moros after a name given them by Spanish colonizers, who were reminded of the Moors they had met in North Africa.